is
then we have the
correct.
Sierra show,
The Sierra
which is
show.
fun. All right.
Give me 1 second, Miriam. I'll tell you when I'm ready. All right, ready when you are.
Good morning, George.
Aunt Julie! Dear Aunt Julie! Way out here so early in the day, huh?
Yes, I simply had to look in on you a moment.
And that without a decent night's sleep.
Oh, that's nothing at all to me.
Oh, you didn't get home from the bureau right then, huh?
Why, of course I did. Thank goodness Judge Rapp was good enough to see me right to my door.
We were sorry we couldn't drive you up, but you saw for yourself and you had all those boxes to bring along.
Yes, that was quite something, the number of boxes she had.
Just think, Aunt Julie, I had that whole suitcase stuffed full of notes. You just can't imagine all I've managed to find. Rummaging through archives, marvelous old documents that nobody knew existed.
Yes, you haven't wasted any time on your wedding trip, George.
I certainly haven't. But do tack your hand off, Auntie. Here, let me help you with that.
Goodness, this is exactly as if you were still back home with us.
My, what elegant hats you go in for.
I bought it for Hedda's sake.
For Hedda's sake, huh?
Yes, so Hedda wouldn't feel ashamed of me if we walked down the street together.
You think of everything, Aunt Julie. She said, suppose we sit on the sofa and have a little chat till Hedda comes.
Oh, how wonderful it is having you here right before my eyes again, George. You dear Jockham's own boy.
And for me, too, to see you again, Aunt Julie. You who've been father and mother to me both. Here, please.
Thank you. Yes, I'm sure you'll keep a place in your heart for your old aunts.
But Aunt Purina, isn't she any better?
Oh no, we can hardly expect she'll ever get better, poor thing. She just lies there just as she has all these years. May God let me keep her a little while longer, because otherwise, George, I don't know what to do with my life. The more so now that I don't have you to look after.
There.
No, but to think of it now that you're a married man, and it was you who carried off Hedda Gabler, the beautiful Hedda Gabler. Imagine, she who always had so many admirers.
Ah, yes. I do rather suspect I have quite a few friends who'd like to trade places with me.
Yes, and to have such a wedding trip, 5, almost 6 months.
Oh, don't forget, I used it for my research, too. All those libraries I had to check, and so many books to read.
Yes, no doubt. But listen, George, isn't there something special you have to tell me?
From the trip?
Yes.
No, I can't think of anything beyond what I wrote in my letters. I got my doctor's degree down there, but I told you that yesterday.
Yes, I know that, but I mean, whether you have any kind of expectations.
Expectations?
My goodness, George, I'm your old aunt.
Well, naturally I have expectations.
Ah.
I have every expectation in the world of becoming a professor shortly.
Ah, professor, yes.
Or I might as well say I'm sure of it, but Aunt Julie, you know that perfectly well yourself.
Yes, so I do. But we were talking about your trip. It must have cost a terrible amount of money.
Well, that big fellowship, it took us quite a bit of the way.
But I don't see how you can stretch it enough for 2.
No, that's not quite so easy to see, huh?
And traveling with a lady, for I hear tell that's much more expensive.
Yes, it's a bit more expensive, but Hedda just had to have that trip. She had to. There was nothing else to be done.
No, I guess not. A honeymoon abroad seems to be the thing nowadays. But tell me, have you had a chance to look around your house?
You can bet I have. I've been up since daybreak.
And how does it strike you all in all?
First rate. Absolutely first rate. Only I don't know what we're going to do with the 2 empty rooms between the back parlor and Hedda's bedroom.
Oh, my dear George, I think you can use them as time goes on.
Yes, you're quite right, Aunt Julie. In time as I build up my library, huh?
Of course, my dear boy, it was your library I meant.
I'm happiest now for Hedda's sake. Before we were engaged, she used to say so many times, there's no place in the world she'd rather live than here, in Secretary Bulk's townhouse.
Yes, and then to have it come on the market just after you sailed.
We really have had luck, haven't we?
But expensive, dear George. You'll find it expensive, all this here.
Yes, I suppose I will.
Oh, Lord, yes.
How much do you think, approximately?
Well, it's impossible to say till all the bills are in.
Well, fortunately, Judge Brack has got me quite easy terms. That's why he wrote Hedda.
Don't worry yourself about that, dear. I've also put up security to cover the carpets and the furniture.
Security? Aunt Julie, dear, what sort of security could you give?
I took out a mortgage on our pension.
What? On you and Aunt Irina's pension?
I saw nothing else to do.
But you're out of your mind, Aunt Julie. That pension's all Aunt Irina you have to live off of.
Now, don't make so much of it. It's just a formality. Judge Brack said so. He was good enough to arrange the whole thing for me. It's just a formality, he said.
Well, that's well enough, but still.
You'll be drawing on your own salary now. And goodness, if we have to lay out a little bit at the start, it's no more than a pleasure for us.
Aunt Julie. Aunt Julie. You never stop making sacrifices for me.
What other joy do I have in this world than smoothing the path for you, my dear boy? You without a father or a mother to turn to. And now we've come to the goal, George. Things may have looked black at times, but now, thank heaven, we've made it.
Yes. Remarkable, really, how everything's turned out for the best.
Yes, and all those who stood against you, they've gone down. They've fallen, George, and the one most dangerous to you, he fell the furthest. And he's lying there now in the bed he made. Poor misguided creature.
Have you heard news of Eilert? I mean, since I went away?
Only that he's supposed to have brought out a new book.
What's that? Eilert Loveberg? Just recently, eh?
So they say, but it can hardly amount to much. Oh, when your new book comes out, it'll be a different story, George. What will it be about?
It's gonna treat the domestic handicrafts of Brabant in the Middle Ages.
Oh, it's amazing that you can write about things like that.
Actually, the book may take quite a while still. I have such a tremendous collection of material to put in order, you know?
Yes, collecting in order. You do that so well. You're not my brother's son for nothing.
I look forward so much to getting started. Especially now with a comfortable home of my own to work in.
And most of all, dear, now that you've won her, the wife of your heart.
Oh, yes, Aunt Julie. Hedda. That's the most beautiful part of all. Oh, I think she's coming, huh?
Yep, she's here. She's about to come on in a few minutes to do some
She's
other scenes.
there.
So you guys, that was really, really fun. Yes, there she is. Here comes Hedda.
My face is sweating.
Hi,
You know,
Hedda.
you guys found some really fun stuff, and you know what's really great to see this play through is you're finding more freedom to just allow things to come out and happen. So it's really fun to see that. Do you experience that as you go through?
Yeah, like this time I decided to be more natural. Like I would be having a conversation, take a drink. Yeah, like be more calm. I can ponder something. Yeah.
Yeah. You start having the thoughts of the character as you start playing through. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
This was
Well, it's like what you said. Once you learn it, then you can start adding more physical movement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This was I was really happy to see where you guys had come with this.
Oh,
really.
Good. Yeah, we got together for over an hour, and that helped a lot. And
absolutely.
then I just decided. Yeah, and I decided today, you know what? Let me just have fun with it. Try not to be nervous. Whatever happens, just enjoy it. Not many people have this opportunity, and I feel. Yeah.
Well, you were both having fun. I could see that.
We
and that,
did. Oh yeah, Kevin was a pleasure to work with.
Good. Yeah. Excellent. Well, you guys both did a fabulous job. So I'm really happy that you got as far as you did.
Yeah. Thank you. And now I'll turn in my prompt book. I'll just do that final.
Yeah, turn your prompt books in. Yeah, I'm not going to get. I'll get to the papers first. I'm not going to get to the prompt books probably till this weekend.
Yeah, I sent you my papers. Hopefully you got them.
Yeah. Did you post them also?
Yeah, I sent them through Canvas, and I also emailed them to you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find them. Sometimes I don't because everyone's is in Canvas. If you email them to me, I don't always see them when I do the.
Oh
grading.
yeah,
So
I sent them through Canvas as well.
Okay, awesome.
But
thank
not
you for doing that.
not the prompt book though, obviously.
No, yeah, get that to me. Okay, very good. Let's move on. Let's do Kai and Sierra first because that scene comes
Good job,
first
Captain.
in the play. Yes,
We'll go in chronological order.
exactly. Make it easier for you.